Occasionally you may need to make changes to a workbook. For example, here we have some data that relates to inventory. If we're told that Amanda here is in fact incorrectly spelled and it should read Manda, then we will need to make changes to the worksheet. In this particular worksheet, that's a relatively simple task because we can see everywhere that Mama Amanda appears. But if this were not the case, if this were a much larger worksheet, then we could use some help finding every instance of the word Amanda and then doing the replacement. The tool that we can use in Excel to do this is Find and Replace. To access it, I'll click the Home tab of the ribbon and click Find and Select, and then click Replace. This opens the Find and Replace dialog. We need to tell Excel what to find and what to replace it with. We need to find every instance of the word Amanda. And we need to replace it with the correct text, Manda. Before I go ahead with the Find and Replace, let's just click Options to see exactly what we're doing. At the moment it's set to Find and Replace within the current sheet, so only this sheet is going to be dealt with. Match Case is disabled. That means that if Amanda is ever spelt with a lowercase a, it will be picked up as a match and will be replaced with Manda. Match Entire Cell Contents is disabled. That's quite important. If this were enabled, then Excel would look for Amanda where it was the only and entire contents of a cell. Here it's just contained in the cell, it's not the entire contents. So we don't want to have Match Entire Cell Contents enabled, so I'll disable that. We're ready to go ahead now and to do the Find and Replace. So I'll click here and ask Excel to find the next instance of Amanda. It's here, and I'm going to do a visual check to make sure that it's an instance that I want to replace, and it is, so I'll click Replace. And Excel goes ahead immediately to find the next one, and I'll replace that, and this one, and this one. And we've reached the end now. Excel hasn't moved forward, so that's indicating to me that there are no more instances of Amanda in this worksheet. I can confirm this by clicking Find Next. And Excel is telling me that it couldn't find what I was looking for. There's a feature here that you want to be very careful if you use. It's called Replace All. Let's have a look now at what could happen and why you wouldn't use it. I'm going to select to search within the workbook, and instead of clicking Find Next, I'm just going to click Find All to see what Excel would be replacing if we had selected Replace All. In this Season Sales worksheet is the name Amanda. This is a person's name. It's not the name of the business that we need to change. If we'd clicked Replace All, we would have replaced that. We don't want to do that. I'm going to move forward here, and you can see that these other instances are duplicates of the one that we have just made changes to. So I can click to replace. I'll click Replace there, and then go ahead to the next one and replace that, and the next and replace that, and so on. But I want to be very careful about selecting Replace All because it would do something that I wouldn't want to do.